What's up everybody, BigSweetC here with you. Got a special little video for you. Today I want to talk about, not really talk about something, more kind of pose a question to the audience. This one's for you guys, and with the release of Diablo 2 Resurrected finally upon us, it's been out for about a week now, maybe a little bit longer, a few days more. I just kind of wanted to reiterate this question that I brought to you, and that is, what do we really care about? When this game was announced, and through the last few months of development of this game, the only thing you ever heard about Blizzard Activision was the fact that they were being sued by the state of California for maybe the most rampant sexual harassment in any company in the history of companies. And so, you know, everybody was like, oh, we got to boycott Activision and Blizzard, and we can't buy their games, and yada, yada, yada. And now, I had mentioned this before, because it's like, well, I'm not just going to stop playing Sekiro because From Software decided to team up with Activision one time. You know what I mean? Like, maybe From Software teamed up with them before, then they saw how they treated their employees, finished their contract, and then was like, I'm out, man, I'm never going to work with you guys again. Destiny, maybe the same thing, you know. Destiny was created by the Bungie guys. Bungie used to have Blizzard as their website, you know, their hosting for their multiplayer MMO. And then, for no reason whatsoever, they just kind of moved over to Steam after that. So, you know, maybe same thing. Maybe Bungie teamed up with these guys because Blizzard was offering a really good deal to use their servers. Then they found out how they treated their employees and they moved over to Steam instead. But instead of just making a big ruckus about it, they just moved over silently. So we don't know. Is it fair to punish companies for having worked with a bad company before, not knowing whether they knew that the company was bad? So there's a lot in that aspect. But in this video, I want to focus on us, the consumers. So after this huge hubbub, the game comes out, and day one on Twitch, there's like over 114,000 people watching this game just like alone. Today, right now, as I look at in the middle of the day on a Wednesday, there's 60,000 people playing. 60,000 people watching. Half of the streamers are female streamers playing this game. So my question to you is, do we really take these accusations, or do we really punish these companies adequately enough? I ended up buying the game. Now, I had said before that lawsuit, no lawsuit, the game was going to be, whether I bought it was going to be completely dependent on the game itself and whether I had friends to play it with. Now, my wife and my brother bought it, so I have friends to play with, so I was obviously going to buy it. It had nothing to do with the lawsuit. But I never said that we should boycott Activision or Blizzard. I've always been on the fence about that. If you want to, I support your decision. If you don't want to, I also support your decision, because these games are not made by 5-10 people. You know, there's 150 people that worked on this game. There's 250 people that work on some game. There's 1,000 people that work on some games. I'm not going to punish all of them because a select few at the top decided to be bad people. Because this is more than just a case-by-case basis. This is a systemic issue. As a country, we say we don't believe in bullying. But then we turn around and we elected Donald Trump as president, who goes around and he cyberbullies everybody he's ever met in his life. We say we care about civil rights, and then we turn around and we elected Joe Biden, a guy who actively fought to keep segregation in school. A guy who actively fought for a crime bill that disproportionately targets young black youth, even though studies have shown whites and blacks tend to commit crimes at the same rate. So my question to you guys is, how much do we really care? We say we do. We like to pretend that we do. But do we really? You know, we turn around and we complain about all these things, and then we turn around and we do them anyway. Now, I know some of it is part of the system, right? You can't, it's hard to criticize capitalism when you live in a super capitalistic society. People are like, well, how can you criticize capitalism? You partake in it. You say no one should have, X amount of money, but yet you went and bought a house for X amount of money. So there's these word games that we play with each other, and these gotcha moments that belittle the actual movement for systemic change. And then it gets people thinking, what am I going to do to actually promote that change? Because, we can talk about this all that we want, but if if 115,000 people weren't watching this on Twitch, maybe it would have been made a bigger impact. Maybe you would have actually seen something. Maybe Blizzard comes out and goes, you know what? We weren't taking this seriously enough, and we apologize. We're going to be better, to try and, show that they're actively making these differences. Like the Black Lives Matter movement. A bunch of people were arrested at the Capitol a couple of days ago while they were protesting the fact that the Congress wasn't doing anything to prolong the rent moratorium, and they were just arrested and nobody ever talked about it. Me Too, Black Lives Matter, huge movements the last year and a half in Trump's under Trump's administration. As soon as Joe Biden wins the Democratic nomination, it's like those two things disappeared. You know what I mean? Those two giant movements just completely evaporated. Poof, vanished like a fart in the wind. So how much do we really, really care about what we say? Or is it we just want what we want, and if you happen to be upset with it, you're going to cause a ruckus? That's my question to you guys, because I don't actually have an answer for this one. That's why I'm posing it to you guys, and that's why this is a little bit special of a video. I have my theories. I naturally think, and this might be, might be Negative Nancy, me coming out. I'm not trying to be. But in reality, we're grown, and I'm talking specifically from the American point of view because that's all I really know growing up. But we grow up being told that we're exceptional, that we're special, that we're unique individuals. And a lot of these kids, I don't want to say a lot of these kids because the income inequality gap is definitely getting bigger, and it's exponentially expanded since I was a kid. But when I was a kid, I had to save up my lunch money to buy video games. Most of the kids I went to school with didn't have to do that. Their parents were out there buying them whatever it is that was hot at the moment, right then and there. I still have friends that have kids now that do that stuff. Like, because I work at Best Buy, I've had 2 or 3 people go, hey, I gotta get my kid an Xbox. Hey, I gotta get my kid a PS5. I need your help. Like, what do you have to get these things for? Why do you have to get these things? I know every other kid that your son goes to school with, or your daughter goes to school with, might have one. But where does this need for them to have it as well come from? We live in this world where we're both incredibly selfish and greedy and exceptional. But then we turn around and we pretend like we care about everybody. We care about rights. We care about equality. We care about fairness. But nothing we do actually proves that. So I don't really know where I'm going with this. Like I said, this is supposed to be kind of a thought-provoking question where I would like to see your guys' answers. Do me that favor. Hit that comment section below. Let me know what you guys think on this issue. Did Blizzard get punished enough? Is this going to make a radical change? That day off Twitch, was just that, a day off Twitch. Now, I know they've said they've done some, stuff on Twitch's end where you can force people to verify their phone number so they can talk in chat or whatever. But, they figured out a bot how to do, just comment and follow. Why wouldn't they, I don't know how long we can realistically expect bots not to figure out how to do two-step verification. You know, like I just don't know how long we keep kicking the can down the road while we talk about this social justice movements and not actually produce any social justice. And so that's my question to you. What do we care about really? That's my question to you. What do we care about really? Now, on a side note, just before I do wrap this up, I have to say, I've absolutely loved Diablo 2. I've had so much fun playing this. I've got 2 characters right now. We're at the very end of Act 3 with my Barbarian. We're at the very end of Act 2 with my Assassin. I don't know if I'm gonna, play enough to go through all of the achievements, but I definitely have at least 2 characters. I plan on going through the game a few times. I might even go for, I might try and just get through the game with each character just to see what I like, because I generally do enjoy playing this game a lot. I think they did a very good job on it. Yeah, there's certain things here and there, like the connectivity issues, even with my parents, even with my wife, seem a little fuzzy. But for the most part, the game's only quit out on me, I think, one time maybe. It's a good game. Like, I'm not gonna lie. it's a really well put together game. It's so true to the original Diablo 2, but yet modern. And I don't know how Blizzard did it, but they did it, and it's been fantastic. So maybe quality product trumps bad business practice. I don't know. That's my question to you guys. So hit me up in those comment sections below. Let me know what you think on the issue. Did Blizzard get what they deserve? Do we really care about these social justice movements, or do we just like to bitch on the internet? Either way, that's going to do it for this one. BigSweetC, that's me, wishing YouTube that you wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it might be. As long as you're watching, I'm wishing you a wonderful watching time. If you are having a wonderful watching time, do me that favor. Hit that like, hit that sub, hit that notification bell. Head on over to Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Follow me over there at BigSweetC. Either way, sweetness, signing off. Peace.